Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do a reading, the daily reading for everyone, the collective. This is for Friday, October. Do this every time. Friday, October 8th, I think. Yes, October 8th. And I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and we're just going to see what we see, tapping into the energies. Who knows when things will actually play out? They could play out on this day. It could take a little bit. Sometimes, often in tarot, things don't line up with the actual day the cards are being pulled, but know that this is an energy that we're all dealing with in one way or another. So let's see what's going on. We have the magician. What about the magician? Ooh, and the Queen of Pentacles. Hmm. Manifesting abundance into your life. You could also be manifesting someone really amazing, really nurturing and loving and abundant in their own right. Oh, and then we get the Tower. Dun dun dun. The Tower. Um, Let me get another card before I speak to this. Tower isn't always bad. I would even venture to say the Tower is never bad. It can often feel bad when we get the rug pulled out from underneath us, but it happens because something needs to change and we're not doing it ourselves. So the universe comes along and is like, hey, kind of shake things up for you. And in the long run, it ends up being better. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Um, mm, I mean, it's kind of feeling like there's somebody in your life. Oh my God, my cat's going crazy. I asked her to calm down, but I don't know. She can't do it anymore. She did it for my first reading. Anyway, um, it's like you manifested something really great into your life, and this could just be you, like being in a place where you're feeling really good. You've got your finances in order. You're very loving. You're very resourceful. um, there's a bunny there, feeling very lucky. I don't like the word luck, but feeling um and the synonym is not coming to me in this moment. um, Feeling fortunate, very fortunate. And then something happens. Somehow the rug gets pulled out from under you, and you are left having to make some kind of choice. What about? What is this choice? um, Queen of Wands. Hmm. I mean, it could be that you're having to choose between two people that maybe you're so good at manifesting. I mean, it could be that there's two people that you're being forced to choose, and that's why there's a Tower, because um, someone came into your life that you weren't expecting this shakeup. You thought things were good, and then all of a sudden here's someone, and you're like super tempted. They're really attractive. The Queen of Wands is like the life of the party, really awesome. And then over here, you've got this more like chaste, sweet, nurturing person. Gender doesn't matter, by the way. This is just energies. Um, And the Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is this is a card of it's an energy of not being very settled, like really just being in the moment and going for something very passionately without really thinking about it. The Knight of Wands is very impulsive and doesn't always think things through, and will like kind of be like, yeah, I'm going for it. And then they get there and they're like, I don't know, I'm going to go somewhere else. And then they get over there. Like the Nine of Wands is like the grass is always greener kind of guy, um, or lady. Again, gender doesn't matter here. This is energy, but um, it's it's seeming like, let me get another one. I'm trying to wrap my brain around this narrative here because we get the Hangman. Yeah, I think that potentially you you may find yourself in a situation of having to juggle, or having a choice, and there's it very much is between what's more, or the person who's more settled and grounded and stable, and then the person who's more wild and exciting and fun, and they both may be very attractive in their own right, but the one who's the more exciting one is probably the more classically attractive, like, that everyone kind of, they turn their head turner for a lot of people. And they could be very very seductive, and there's something about them that's really, that really draws you in. And so then you're left in this place where you're like, you're having to step back. You're having to gain perspective on the situation. This tower, so something about something happening, and it could be that you're being forced to make a choice, or maybe the tower was just meeting someone. You thought you found your person, and then you met someone else, and it's kind of like the universe testing you, like, you sure you want to commit, you know? Um, And so you're like, okay, let me think about this. And the sun. I mean, it's you deciding on what is ultimately going to bring you the most happiness. Um, I'm just, I, I'm noticing that the Queen of Wands has sunflowers, and there are sunflowers in this card as well. And maybe you're deciding that you want more spice in your life, that someone who's really sweet and kind and caring, yeah, that's great, but at the end of the day, is there passion, is there chemistry? um I don't know. It's no matter what, it's ending on a good note. It's getting really happy. I can't help it. I just want to pick another one. I'm trying to wrap my brain around this. And then we get the Queen of Swords. We have three queens. There's people involved in this situation. Um, I think this is you being at this point of needing to get yourself out of your emotions. Get into your logical reasoning mind, and really like needing to set healthy boundaries first of all. When you have the Knight of Wands and maybe the Queen of Wands, you're like, it can be very easy to let them step over your boundaries, because there's something about them, and you're just like, ooh, you're going after the shiny thing. And this is you kind of figuring out, like, oh, wait a second, you took the time, you went within, and you're like, I need to choose what is right for me. I need to stand firmly in my truth, in my understanding of knowing what's right for me. Getting separating yourself from those hormones, from all the emotions, and like, "Ugh," and and then speaking very clearly about what it is you need. And I think this is a part of what brings you that happiness. And Three of Pentacles. Because you want someone who you can collaborate with. You want someone who you can work with. You don't want just, someone who's a pretty face, but then they're like gone the next morning. You want someone who is solid, stable, who understands the important things of in life. You know, it's the person who's shiny from within, as well as on the outside, but they don't flaunt it. Um, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles is very humble, and, kind of just focuses on the task at hand. The Queen of Wands is very abundant because she knows what to do to get herself to a place of prosperity and abundance and ultimate happiness. And I think this is you kind of, maybe you were tempted, and you were in this place of having to choose, and you were like, which do I go for? But, you know, passion in the moment, it doesn't last. It might be fun for a little while, and then what? When that passion dissipates, as it always does, what are you left with that person? Most likely someone who's like, well, the passion's gone, I'm out of here. And you're just like, wait, wait, wait. I think this is kind of um, stopping that before you get to that point. You want someone who who you can collaborate with. You can be a team with one another. You're on the same page. You understand how to cooperate with each other to build something that's long lasting and solid. And the Eight of Wands. And then you decide, okay, now I know, now I'm going for it. This is where your happiness lies. I guess this turned into a love reading. Pretty much. um yeah, it's all going to work out once you understand, once you take that time to really figure it out, and you're not stuck between choosing between two things, two people. You're just like, all right, I'm on my way, I'm going for it. Maybe you're going to travel to someone, or decide you're going to move to someone. You're going to, no matter what, you're going to communicate to them that you know for sure. And I'm pretty sure it's your Queen of Pentacles, because she, he, whoever that is for you, they're someone who is really solid and stable and grounded, and that's what you want. At the end of the day, at the end of your life, that's who you want. When you're all old and wrinkly and you don't look so good yourself, you know, looks fade, shiny fades. You want someone who loves you for you, loves your heart, and vice versa. So there it is. There's your reading, our reading. I wish you well on this day, on Friday, October 8th. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share.